Getting money in the hood, straight drop. You can get it if it's good, straight drop. Gang, gang, no should, straight drop. Straight drop, this that straight drop. Yeah, I'm back, get the strap, I think I'm 50 Cent. Glock 40 with the dick, that's that extended clip. King stepper, side stepper, yeah, CYC. Been stepping, before stepping was the Shia. If I'm ever in your section, then it's DIE. Applying pressure, bet these niggas gon' remember me. Ocean views, world news, blowing killer Cali. Counting racks, talking to my plug in the getting money.
So this up I'm about to share with y'all. When this situation happened, I was working in Convent on the river in St. James Parish, if y'all familiar with that area or whatever. Shout out to LaPlace, man, Convent, Reserve, all that out there. I got a couple of people I was locked up with from out that way, and a few people that I actually work with that was real cool. So shout out to y'all out that way, man. 985 area code, y'all know what it is. So I was working on the river at this particular time, and I was working for St. James Stevedoring. That was a company that was out there. They messed with a lot of ships with cargo and barges and things of that nature. That's what I was doing. I was actually going down into the ships, helping get the cargo in a certain area, so that the loaders could actually pick it up and get it out the ship and put it on the barge. Then I would have to go on the barge, take the covers off. Where I would have to go on a deck, or go on a rig, take the covers off the barges, and put the covers back on the barges once the material is loaded on the barge. And then you would have to draft the barge to make sure it's sitting right, so that it could so that the tugboat could come get it, and it could sail off smooth. So the hours were from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening one week. Then the following week, you will work from 6 in the evening to 6 in the morning. You will rotate. But it was 12-hour shifts, but you could say it's mainly 13-hour shifts, because you have to be up at least an hour and a half early just to, you have to leave an hour ahead of time just to make it to work on time. You feel what I'm saying? So hour that you riding out there to work, that's like an hour that you working too. You got to get to your job. You know what I'm saying? And you driving to your job, so that's like you working for that hour. You feel what I'm saying? So one day I get off. I think I had work. I was on my morning shift at this particular week. I was working from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. So I get off, and I'm kind of tired. Like, so when I get off and I leave the job, the rig, first of all, you waiting. After you finish your 12-hour shift, you gotta wait for the boat to come get you off the rig. They have rigs all up and down the Mississippi River, certain companies. So you will have to wait for the boat to come get you off the rig once you clock out at 6. Then you will have to get to the parking lot, get to your vehicle, then get in the car and drive to your house. You know what I'm saying? Where I was staying at this particular time, it was a 45-minute to an hour drive for me. It all depends on how the traffic was. If you run into traffic, you got to add like another 30 minutes on to your drive. So that's why I say you had to get up like an hour and a half ahead just to get to work on time, because you got to give yourself room for error, just in case they have any accidents or anything on the highway. So I leave the job or whatever, get on the bridge. I'm riding. It's raining. I'm in a Tudo Monte Carlo, a 2005, 2006 Tudo Monte Carlo, black. And as I'm riding, I hadn't already made it through. Matter of fact, no, I'm lying. I hadn't got to the 24-mile bridge yet. Whoa, what's up, brother? What's up, Mr. 512? I see you. I hadn't actually made it to the twin spans yet. That's like the matter of fact, that's the longest bridge in America. The twin spans is 24 miles. Number water under it. If you're familiar with, you know what I'm saying, down here, you familiar with the twin spans, you know where I'm at with it. If you're not, look the twin spans up. So I'm riding, and I'm just coming off of River Road, coming through LaPlace, coming through GGI mob shit, coming through Reserve and stuff to get to the highway. So it's like once you come through the back roads, it's gonna take you on a little curve, like a little snake road. And this little snake road gonna lead you to the highway. So as I'm taking the snake road, like I said, it's raining. But I'm not even driving fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm really taking my time because it's wet. And I already know how them cars be. They lose traction and they'll go to hydroplaning and stuff like that. So I'm coming around the little snake road, if you're familiar with that, to get back on the highway, coming from like Reserve and LaPlace. It's the LaPlace exit. Like when you come into that back road, you're gonna take the LaPlace exit, or the LaPlace exit, and it's gonna make you merge on to the I-10 coming back toward New Orleans and Kenner. So as I take the little snake road, they have swamp on one side and swamp on the other side, like all water, number marsh. So if you go in there, 9 times out of 10, your car gonna sink. So as I'm taking a little snake road, my car go to hydroplaning. So the car go to spinning. The car done did a 360. Like 3 times the car done spent. Now I've been driving for a while, so I'm familiar with certain things that you have to do when you lose control of the car or stuff like that. So once the car go to spin, I ain't panic. I immediately let off the steering wheel and let off the gas. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't actually let the steering wheel go all the way, but I loosened up. You feel me? I let it go, but I still had my hands close to the steering wheel where I could grab it. So when I released my hands off the steering wheel and I took my hand off the brake and ain't hit the gas no more, the car just gonna do what it gotta do and it's gonna stop spinning. But a lot of people, they panic. Some people hit the brakes, some people hit the gas, or some people fight the steering wheel. That's a no-no. Because if you let that steering wheel go and you let off that gas and that brake, the car automatically is gonna gain control and it's gonna stop because you're not accelerating and you're not hitting the brakes. Now, if I would have hit the brakes 9 times out of 10, the car would have flipped. But this the craziest part about everything. When the car stopped spinning, where y'all think I was at? When the car stopped spinning, I was on the edge of the road. There is no guardrail on this little part I'm talking about. I'm talking about I was on the edge of the road to where I was this far from going in the swamp. And I can't swim. So I would have been done. Once I would have went in there, the car probably would have sinked down up in that swamp and it would have been over for your boy. So when the car did start spinning and I did get out the car to look around and make sure everything was straight, and I saw how close I was to that water, to that swamp, man, that just tripped my head all the way out. I'm like, man, the Creator really be with me. Because I done had a lot of close calls. I done had a lot of situations where I done been this close and he grabbed me and held me like it ain't time. I got a lot of stuff for you to do. You ain't finished yet. So that's why I give him all the praise all the time. All the time. For sure, brother. I'm glad he saved me too. Because I know for sure, brother, if I would have went in that water, I can't swim, bro. I wasn't going to be able to. Then it's like you can't even swim in that. Because it's buku seaweed, grass, like all type of stuff. So as soon as you go in there, ain't no moving around, trading, doing none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're going to get caught up in all that grass and all that seaweed and this, that, and the third, and you're going to go down. I'm talking about I was this close. Now just think about if I would have panicked and went to fighting the steering wheel or trying to hit the brakes or just hit the acceleration, it would have been over for me. But I'm a critical thinker. So I think quick, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm a critical thinker. I'm always, like, my chromosomes, they always firing a certain way. So immediately when the car went to spinning, first thing come in my mind, let off the steering wheel, let off the gas, let off the brake. Just let it do what it do. You feel what I'm saying? If it would have kept spinning and it would have went in the swamp, then that's what the Creator wanted. You feel what I'm saying? But I had to take initiative upon myself to help myself too. You feel me? Like they say, you take one step, he gonna take 2. My one step was letting off that gas, letting off that steering wheel, and not hitting that brake. Just letting it run its course, letting the car spin and do what it do. And that's what happened. For sure, Jay. For sure. I'm talking about, man, that was a real scary situation because they had swamp on both sides of the road. So either way I went, left, right, or left, I was going in. I'm on break right now, though, you know, so I'm going to bot with y'all, you know what I'm saying? I got something else I'm going to share with y'all. Y'all get in that comment section, hit that like button. Make sure the notifications on. Hit that subscribe button. Slum 1200, GGI Mob.
Niggas hatin' say when they see me that it's going down. I ain't trippin', I got something that hold 100 rounds. I get it straight out the mud, fuck all that playing round. Pull up on them, get the spraying and lay a nigga down. Stack it all up and watch it power to the ceiling. Stack it all up and watch it power to the ceiling. Stack it all up and watch it power to the ceiling. Stash a couple million for my children, grandchildren.